Hi, good. Good, how are you? Oh, I see something special.
If you want to be healthy, this is a starter. Drink more water.
Hey, listen!
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It looks like my sub is almost up. My gift sub is almost up.
All right, hey, what's with all those emotes? Hey guys, how you doing? It's your boy Tabletop Android. So I've been on and off all around doing all sorts of things, you know, not being consistent. So today's Cloud Chasers, and Andrew Friable Logic is already here. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? Good to see you. I saw that you cashed in on every sound alert that's available. I appreciate you spending your hard-earned, hard-viewed bucks on those alerts. So today we're doing Cloud Chasers, and I was not able to do this one last time because I wanted to show you the advertisement. So this is part 2 for any one of you that are familiar with Hot Shots. So this is the Saba Showdown, and this is mainly to take advantage of the what is that thing called? FS Hub has, oh, did I put the link in here? I don't think I put it in here. I may have put it in Discord. No, here it is. FS Hub has a badge called Dangerous Approaches Saba, and I was watching, man, I'm losing all my words. You know, once you go live, then it's a little weird to speak and think and do things. But I was watching Kip on the Ground. Kip on the Ground was doing this, and he just randomly picked it. But the airport looks so fun. It's very short. I think it's like 1,300 feet, and it's very dangerous. So this should be fun. We're gonna have a blast, guys. So there's a route. If you go on Discord, there's also the little nav maps, and there's also a flight plan route in there as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get set up. I think so. I think I'm still trying to figure out which airplane to fly. I think I want to give the Dakota some more love.
Give the 208 some love.
No. Sorry. 208. This guy and his 208. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the standard on this one because I don't want any extra speed. All right, let me check out Volanta so I can see
Do
what
the 208, yeah.
that is Android in the Discord server. No Android. No Andrew, we're not doing the 208. All right, I think it's 6 Yankee 80.
5 gifted.
Look at you trying to bribe me now. I think two. I believe this is the IKO. 6 Yankee 80 Tango. All right, flight number. This is like an FS hub, so we'll do FSH as that. I don't think we need to do anything with delivery, so we're good there with our pipe. All right, so if I throw it in the EFB, it's not going to stick. So I'm just gonna put in our departure. I haven't memorized anything. Oh my goodness. So we're gonna put this in, and then we'll do the EFB stuff once I'm on the ground. All right, look. So the parking, very small parking spot. I'm digging it. Let's check out flight conditions and see live all players. This I don't understand. We got weather and time that's live, and then we have the 24-hour history that's live as well. I need to read up on it and understand what that means. I don't know what that means. All right, so we're gonna load in, and while we load in, I need to update Fly Live Studio so that we have the right stuff. So that's the airport, the arrival. This one, 6 Yankee, 6 Yankee 80 Tango. And Bob is your uncle. You guys should have more updated data. Ooh, it's nighttime. We are not flying at nighttime. That makes it even more dangerous. All right, so I think this needs to be set. All right, now let's go ahead and change the weather here. Oh, you know what? I think I need to set. All right, hold on. We'll do noon. Noon should be fun. I do need to check out the... I don't do this often, so I need to get used to this. Changing these servers. So we're on the East Coast, so let's go with East USA. All right. Let's jump in the plane real quick, and I just want to jump in just to get a quick view as to what's going on outside here. So as a good pilot, you're supposed to make sure that you study your plane. I mean, you study your airport, so you know, wow, this runway looks really small. Holy moly. All right, let's also log into VATSIM. Let's open up our pilot here. 80 Tango P28. Was it Alpha? I think it was Alpha. Cherokee Archer. No. This is the Dakota. Dakota. Oh, it's the Bravo. Papa 28 Bravo. All right, I don't know which one of these it is. We got the air. We got. I'm looking for Piper. We'll just keep it Piper Dakota. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Stupid. Let me double check. Let me double check this, see if things are working properly. Because I'm not streaming often, it's not. Sometimes it's not set up. Sometimes it doesn't, work like I wanted to. All right, I think it's fine. All right, okay. So I think we're there. I think we're good. I think we're logged in. Let's see if there's anything. There's no one logged in here. Let's go ahead and check out. Nope. Let's check out Navigraph. Got Volanta on top of it. Let's check out Navigraph. Let's check out the network and see if there's any traffic of sorts. All right, so there's no controllers Nothing happening. A lot of stuff happening in the States, but I think we're definitely doing Unicom today, which is fine. All right, so quick briefing. So we're gonna take off. Let me see here. Can I take a look inside? Let's. You know, I try. I think you know I try. I try to use the EFB as much as possible. I do love the EFB. All right, so let me just grab the, because I'm not really doing a great job of that. Let me grab the full route. All right, and then we're gonna put it in there. Let's go ahead and clear this just in case. We're gonna go ahead and load the string. Hopefully those arrows, oh, those arrows showed up. I did not, not a fan of those arrows. Okay, keyboard. GB. Hi, GB. How are you doing? All right, here we go. Now is this? It's 3 numbers. It's a little loud. Where's that guy? Where's that GB fella? Hello, GB. I think he signed off. I think he was like, I've had enough of this guy. Him and his positive attitude. I'm out of here. All right. Let's see here. So we have these runway 11. Why runway 11? Let's go ahead and check the weather. The winds are coming from 130. All right, so I'm gonna try and get myself back up to gear, make sure that I am up on what's going on. So 130 is after east and south, so it's coming from the southeast. Let me see if we can have a map that would help us. All right, so here we have the airport. Here's north, so the winds are coming from this way. So runway 11 definitely seems like the best option. The winds are 12 knots, so that's actually kind of strong. No, sorry, this is not right. Is that right? Okay, this one threw me off because it seems like it's variable winds. So we do have winds reported, but then we seem to have variable winds as well. So we got scattered. We've got scattered clouds. Thank you. We've got scattered clouds at 3,600 feet. Nope, 3,000. Oh boy. This would give me like 10,000, 3,000. Okay, so 3,600 feet. And we got broken at 4,200 feet. All right, sounds good. QNH 1016. So what is the good altitude to be flying? Nobody knows. One way for us to figure that out is to go check out the weather. Now, I don't know if this has, let me see here. Let me see if it has other areas instead of just the United States. So here we are. And the cool thing about aviationweather.gov, you can put in your flight path. And I wish I could do it without the arrows. Maybe I should just copy that. Maybe I can just copy it myself after. All right, and then we'll just copy that. All right, so we can add in our top is going to be, I mean, we're probably going to fly low, so 2,000, that's not, So this is, I mean, I'm getting, this is like 48,000, 6,000, 12,000. So I'm just going to leave it like that. All right, so here's our path. And where's our path? Where did our path go? Oh, wait, is this not correct? I guess it's not correct? I guess they don't... Oh, here's our path. Okay, so I was off. We're way down here. Okay, so let's see what we can find. Ceiling invisibility looks pretty clear. Clouds. Let me see here. Looks like we've got some scattered for 4,000, so we'll be under 2,000 feet most likely. So I don't think we have to worry about thunderstorms or anything like that. The temperature seems to be pretty hot. On the surface, it is that 25 Celsius? Wow. And then it only decreases like 5 degrees. Okay, so weather's pretty warm. Winds are I'm assuming coming from the south. No, but there's a lot of gust, so we do need to be concerned. So that makes this even more dangerous. Oh my goodness. All right, so as we're in the sky, we're gonna have a crosswind coming from the east. Okay, so winds are coming from the east. All right, got it. Let's see about turbulence. Is this going to be a bumpy ride? Oh, it might be. So here we are, light. We're considered a light aircraft. No, here, down here. We're considered light. It's in the green. Under 18. Let's see about 1,000. Yeah. Okay, so if we go to 3,000, it's less turbulence. If we're at 1,000, then we're gonna experience some turbulence. All right, so we have a rough idea as to what's going on. All right, I think we're good. All right, so we did confirm runway 11. Let's jump back into here. We're gonna go ahead and send this to ATC and avionics. We have our other airport, and then we have our final destination, which we're gonna hope and pray is something. All right, so let's go back to here. Let's get back in the plane. All right. All right, now here's a funny thing. I don't think I've successfully started this aircraft. I think I usually end up having to do like a control E to start it, so it's a bit embarrassing, but it is what it is, I guess. Let me check and see that Spad Next is running the Piper. Yep. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and try and check out things and see what's going on. All right. All right. Let me go ahead and fix my. I was flying a Comanche for Abbotsford the other day, so let me just change out this. All right, so these two are fine. This is usually there. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can turn on the battery. Okay, I don't think my friends know that I'm streaming. Hold on 1 minute, guys. Okay. Hey, gang. So it looks like I got all sorts of noise going off. Let me just silence my phone, silence everything. All right, we're back. You know what? I do need some water though because I'm doing a lot of talking. I'm clearly unprepared, even though I got here like 30 minutes before. Comic Crazy. Well, that was a kind of high. Comic Crazy. How are you doing, man? It's good to see you too. There he is. Very happy to see you streaming. I hope you are feeling well. Blessings to you, man. Glad to see you smiling. Oh, I am smiling. Thanks, man. Comic, I appreciate it. It's been a very interesting couple of weeks as I deal with health issues. Good thing is it's all under control now. And I'm making the right steps. My wife is a super trooper and doing everything that she can to make sure that I live a couple more years. But good to see you, bro. I appreciate your support as you consistently watch the stream. You, sir, are a good guy. All right. So what we're doing? We are trying to get this plane started, and I think I told you that I have not successfully gotten this plane started manually, which is embarrassing. So we'll put on the battery, we'll put on the alternator. Oh, that button didn't work. Put on the alternator, beacon. I think the beacon, nope, that beacon doesn't work. Well, wait. These dials are a little funky, so I don't think I figured out these dials yet. All right, let's check out the fuel. Fuel pressure, the left. That's the manifold? Hold on. Left manifold. Nope, that's fuel. I don't know why I keep thinking this is manifold. Left fuel, right fuel. Okay, so we have plenty of fuel. We've got oil. All right, let's see if the fuel pump works. Fuel pump does not look. It doesn't look like the button works. All right, I'll have to manually do it. Let's see if there's any fuel pressure. Okay, well, that doesn't look like it works. That's fine. We'll be fine. Where is the brake? I always get confused as to where this brake is. So I think we can prime. 1, 2, 3. There's the brake. And 4. Let's see, that is down. So that when you pull it up, it's broken. All right, let's see what's going on here. Oh, you know what? It's actually not going to turn because I forgot to do this, which is actually becoming quite troublesome. This right here kind of gets on my nerve. I personally like it, but I mean, I like it overall, but I mean, gosh, golly willikers. Okay, so we've gotten rid of those things. Saba, Saba or bust. That is the idea. If you've seen that runway, that is definitely the idea. Okay, let's try and see now if it'll turn on. Yes, and that's what keeps happening. Is that it sounds like it'll turn on, but then nothing happens. So there's something I'm missing. I'm gonna control E it like a real noob. because I don't know what's going on. Oh, you know what? I didn't I didn't have my fuel. I didn't set my fuel tank. maybe that was a problem. Oh boy, looks like nothing ever changes. Well, I didn't even warn these people. Hey, yo, back up. We're gonna turn on the propeller. Clear prop. All right. I don't know. I don't think this has interesting views. Hold on. All right. I guess I'll just do this. All right. We'll wait for that. RPMs. Where's my RPM? RPM is down there. Let's get it up to at least 1,000. Oh, or not. Let's get it down a little bit. We want our alternator to start getting charged. I'll leave it right there. We'll also need the oil temperature, the oil to get warm. Oil pressure seems good. Fuel pressure seems to be online. All right. We're looking okay there. All right, so let's check out our what are we checking out? We're checking out this. Departure, airport. Hey, what am I looking at? I'm looking for runways. There we are. I'm looking for the magnetic compass heading 115. Let's go ahead and switch this to 115. 115, where are you? You're over there somewhere. So that's 90, that's 1, that's 1. And then I'm going to use the rest of my tools. So I'm also going to, I saw a pilot do this. Nope, not that. Oops, wrong one. We'll put that on 115. And I saw a pilot use the CDI. We saw them use the CDI to go ahead and do this. So this was like a visual. That was like a visual reference. All right, cool. Let's make sure that 2-1, roughly 2-1. All right, and I don't know if this. I don't know if there's a way. I don't think there's a way of adjusting this. So most likely this won't change. All right, let's take a look at this. All right, so for here we want to use this one, the ADS. All right, there we go. We're going to use that. We are kind of just going to use. Let's do this. We're going to use the. Because I don't want any GPS stuff. Except I think I've lost how to use this. I think I've forgotten. Okay, here we go. So this one we're gonna do that one, and then this one we're gonna do this. There we go. All right, now we're cooking. We've got a big screen to check out any other aircrafts that may be with us, and then we have this one. All right, we're good. All right, cool. All right, I think we're good. I think we're ready to take off. Oh, I think GB might have been waiting for me. I apologize. I am on VATSIM, so let me go ahead and use 122.8. What is this airport? This is St. Francis traffic. Comanche 6 Yankee 80 Tango, taxiing to runway 11 for a northwest departure. St. Francis. That was the first time I've heard feedback. I wonder why that is. All right, so when we do take off, we are going northwest bound. I don't like this. Yucko. Messing up all my headings. I can't see anything. All right. We're gonna have to use a map. Not a fan. Whoa. All right. St. Francis traffic. Piper 6 Yankee 80 Tango taking off runway 11 for north departure. St. Francis traffic. All right, let's go ahead and put up the window. I don't know if I have my strobes. I don't know if I have all the lights on. Let's go ahead and get one flap down because this runway is kind of small. And let's pray that everything works out. Arish hat is, we're playing chicken right now. We have airspeed is alive. We're getting to 70. I don't think I know what the takeoff speed is for this, or the rotate speed for this plane is. All right, we're up in the air, so let's put our RPMs down outside of the red. Let's get our manifold pressure somewhere around 30. San Francis traffic, 6 Yankee 80 Tango turning right, crosswind runway 11, St. Francis. GB26. How you doing, boss man? All right, let's take a look at our map. All right, so let's cruise down this this way just a little bit. We're gonna zoom in here. We've got two people, howdy ho neighbors. Now this is all, so I'm looking at this mountainside here, and this is all a part of this map, or a part of this island here. All right, so we're at 1,000 feet, and the turbulence seems fine, so I think we're okay. Mad Bat, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, sir. How are you doing? Hope you're getting something out of this. Hope I'm entertaining. What's it? Edutaining? Hope I'm edutaining you. I aim to edutain. All right, so let's take a look at our aircraft. Turning off the landing lights. I need to actually sync these up with my hardware. We seem to be cruising at about 100, somewhere over 115 knots, so that's not bad. Now let me see. PA28, okay. All right, let's see if we can trim this out with the elevator trim. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and we'll set this up for cruising. I'm gonna get the manifold pressure down to about 25 inches. Try and save on just a little bit of fuel, and I'm gonna get the RPM down to about we'll say 2200 RPM. All right, so we're basically this will be our cruise configuration. I believe there's an airport somewhere over on our left-hand side. All right, so now the question that I should be asking is there, what navigation aid could I be using? And there doesn't seem to be any over here, so I'm going to need to use... Hey, come on. Behave yourself. Uh-oh. I don't think this is working out very well. So I might need to use this. know if I can. It's not like a direct point. Let's take a look at that one. So point up. Uh-oh. I'm already messing up names. Point up pritter. Wow. Doesn't sound right. So VOR DME. So that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and set it. So my VOR nav1 should be 122.9. And the hey. So I believe that is our next island. All right, now I haven't really looked into this plane. I don't know if there is a DME. No, that's all fuel stuff. So the question is, do I have a DME? No. All right, I've got a transponder. Oh, look at that. I still have... No wonder why I'm not going as fast as I thought I should be going. Ah, man. You think you learn. Hey, first time chat. Hold on, let me go ahead and pause this. Matt, it's your first time chat. I'm good, thanks. I like learning how to fly the smaller planes. A lot of people like to stream the airliners, and I just don't like them that much. Matt, you and me, we're in the same boat, my friend. I like the scenery and low flying. Yes, you do. Low flying is dope. I find it hilarious how, Asobo's been getting a lot of crap for what they've had to do with this simulator. And, it's got its bugs, no doubt. Definitely has its bugs. But the amount of physics and terrain and rendering what's on the ground that they've had to do for this game is outright is pretty righteous, which is what makes VFR GA flying very fun, because I can actually, I've never been to this island, but I have some sense of the scale of the island and to where some of the not villages, some of the cities might be. And I know that there's an airport over there, and if I need to fly across the ocean to get to this next bit, I know that it's not going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. So I'm with you, Matt. Thanks for the follow, and I appreciate your opinion. I wonder if it's because I agree with you. I've noticed it. 75 of pilots fly airliners or turbojets. It's true. There are a lot of people that fly, what do they call them? Tubers? Tubes? Air tubes or something? Yeah. And, those planes are complex and people like them for various reasons. I like the GA stuff. Primarily, I'm using this as a training tool. Look at this guy. What plane is that? A Darko, a DRCO. I don't know what that is, but this guy knows how to fly. This guy knows how to fly his Darko. Model matching is giving me I want to say that's a TBM, but what do I know? All right. So let's see if we can figure out what route. So here I am. I happen to be flying in the right. All right, hold on. We're gonna check out a little Navigraph instead. So 316. All right, so let's go ahead and set this to 316. So 316, I'm gonna set my course indicator as well. Well, I don't really need to because I might be doing different stuff. All right, so we're gonna set our heading to 316. That'll keep us in line, hopefully. Where are we and what server? Great question. We are on the East. We're using the East US server, and we're in the Caribbean right now. I'm not really sure the actual island. So we've got Guadalupe. Hold on. Okay. I guess it's Guadalupe. So we're flying out of Guadalupe. We're headed to Montserrat. And we're gonna pass these other places. Newcastle, I guess. St. Kitts and Nevis. You know, she's always in my way. We're gonna do some stop and goes. Ah, there you go. Hey, buddy. We're gonna do some stop and goes at those other airports, giving us a little bit of practice for our final destination. Andrew, you're asking, I'll find you. Can I fly with you in 2020? Be focused. I don't know. You can, okay, so in 2020, you can definitely fly. You can see me if you're connected to VATSIM. In 2024, you should be able to see me inside of the sim. So I think Arishat, I mess up all sorts of names. I think Arishat might be on the Xbox. But I don't know. All right, let's see what's going on here. So this is hand flying right now. We were able to, well, it's kind of climbing. If you look at it right here. We were able to use the elevator trim to kind of set our pitch. And some planes have a tendency of not yawing. Is it yawing? I think maybe yawing. Aileron. Pitch is this one. Roll. So it's not really rolling. So I think it's yawing. Some planes have a tendency of yawing to the left or right. But this one seems pretty balanced. Looking at oh man, I don't even remember my six-pack names. Looking at my six-pack over here, this one seems to be pretty balanced. We are doing some climbing. So we're currently at 2,700 feet. If I wanted to save some fuel, all right, so we got to get this back in the middle. So if I wanted to save some fuel, I would climb higher than 3,000. The air difference is the air difference is just enough as to where you can start to lean your fuel and save on fuel. Because I believe right now I'm burning a decent amount. Let me see if I can find the right image. Nope. Okay. I'll just have to do it with my head. Just have to do it with my head. Right now we're burning about 15 gallons, and if I pull back on the mixture, I could actually lean it to be more less than that. But it's usually best that you do that above 3,000 feet. All right, so name of the game is to get ahead. If I planned this properly, I would have done this before, but I didn't. So let's go ahead and see where our next airport is, and just to get some ideas. Looks like GB26 could not wait. and he booked it. All right, so let's take a look. Let's see if we can get some weather. RPG. So we got some weather. Let me see here. The weather looks like winds are coming from 100, which is east, at 13 knots. And we have some broken clouds at 1,900. All right. So we should expect some clouds. The runway, let me see. Will they tell you? So they're telling you runway 10. Let me see the elevation. The elevation is 543. So this 1,900, this will be in our way just a little bit. Pattern altitude for us is going to be 1,000 feet above this, so 1,500 feet. We want to be at 1,500 feet when we're in the pattern. And then we have to concern ourselves with some broken clouds. The good thing is that it's not overcast. So we should, broken clouds, we should be able to have enough visibility to be good. The outside temperature is 29 Celsius. Dew point is 25. When those things get close, then you'll have rain and other things. All right, cool. So we're gonna set ourselves up for runway 10. The course indicator, I'm gonna set that to 105. Let's go ahead and set the yellow course indicator to 105. So here is 100. Let me see here. Let me just make sure I'm precise. There goes 100, and then there goes 105. All right, so it looks like we're going to be coming in. Looks like we might have to set ourselves up for a left or right pattern, downwind pattern. Oop. I thought I was missing something. She be focused. Comic, I know I saw that earlier, but was the she for me or was the she for the plane? Because we usually name our planes after them fair ladies. All right, so now that I see that we have a lot of space between us, is the fuel okay? How would I switch it? I switch the fuel down there. 15, I don't know if I... Let me see, gallons to destination is 0. So I might end up... if this is accurate, I might end up like not having enough fuel. So I might need to start flying at 3,000 feet or 3,500 because we're VFR. Typically it's 1,000 every 1,000 plus 500. We are actually, let me see here. And it also that only applies once you get past 3,000 AGL. Underneath 3,000 AGL, you can go in whatever direction that pleases you. Once you start going above 3,000 AGL, because we are headed northwest, because we're headed northwest, we should probably use even numbers. And if we are doing anywhere from north to south on that side, then it would be odd numbers. So really 2,500, 4,500. Well, actually not 2,500. That is, so because we're close to sea level, anything above 3,000 feet MSL, so 4,500 would probably be a decent, a decent thing. All right, so let's see if we have any frequencies. We do have a tower. Now we don't have VATSIM. Let me double check with what's going on with VATSIM. I don't see anybody managing this. All right, so we'll stay on Unicom and we'll go ahead and make our calls. The co-pilot, got it. Okay. The co-pilot is super focused, and so many times I'll forget she's there and she'll startle me every time I look over. Okay, we were trying to stay ahead and I got distracted. All right, so let's learn something about this runway. So we're going for runway 10, Osborne International. So that should be easy to remember. I don't know. Let's see if there's any charts. There's no charts, no visuals for us. Let me just take a quick look and see if Navigraph has anything for us. Because, you know, I just kind of want to get a visual. Nothing. All right, they got nothing. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look and see the runway. Okay, cool. So we can probably come in on the left-hand side where this mountainside's not terrible. So because this is a native plane to 2024, I have noticed that these windows do get dirty and the wings get dirty and stuff like that. Let me see if I can. All right, not yet. So, and the reason I was bringing it up is I was trying to understand, like, what's the criteria for the dirt? And I don't know what that is. Maybe if I fly lower. Where am I right now? I'm at 3,000. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and pull back on some of the mixture. Let's try and save some of this fuel here. So what you should be looking for when you start leaning is your EGT. Your EGT is something to do with gas, exhaust gas temperature, I think. Let me see here. I get physical bugs and debris on my window in that new Got Friends glider. Ah, it's pretty immersive, especially with automated wipers. Nice. That are animated, streaking. Oh no, you got those bugs, all those bug guts all over your windshield. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna look at the EGT here for cruising. Whenever your EGT goes up, that's a good thing. And as soon as it starts coming back down, which I don't see the EGT moving at all. All right, that's super weird. I'm gonna leave it alone. So right now we are burning 10 gallons per hour. So I think we're okay there. All right, so we're at over here. We've got the right, got the left. Looks like that. Let me see that might be the airport. I mean, most likely. I mean, that's the area where the airport is. All right, I don't know exactly where I am. So let's see here. We are, if I'm getting a visual in my head, we're southeast of the airport. So let's go ahead and make a call. I don't know how far out I am. Osborne International Traffic, 6 Yankee 80 Tango.
How's it going?
Hi, Andrew. I was making a call on VATSIM. That was very startling. Oh my. I might have to mute you. Oh my gosh. All right. Osborne International Traffic, 6 Yankee 80 Tango. What am I? Dakota, up southwest of the airport at 3,000 feet. Looking for a touch and go. Runway 10. Most likely we'll do a right downwind pattern. Osborne traffic. Whew, that was a lot.
Mark.
What's up, buddy boy? How you doing?
You hear me?
I can hear you. I think it's in Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now, because we need to get to 1,500 as our pattern altitude, I'm going to go ahead and pull down the manifold pressure. Let's put it down to like 15 inches. And eventually that'll start to pitch our nose down. You know what I forgot? I forgot that this also has what we should be tracking. So that's cool. I'm digging that. Are we really doing 100 and indicated 130 knots? Wow. All right, don't know what this airport looks like. There it is, right on the edge on that other side. All right, we need to get, yeah, we need to get down. So we're at 2,000 feet. We need to get down to 1,500. And the cool thing is I could use this as a way of getting myself aligned with the runway without actually having to see the runway. So I'm going to try and get as close to the mountains as I can. Cleared for the option. Thanks, comic. Cleared for the option. Runway 10. Osborne traffic, 6 Yankee, 80 Tango, entering right, downwind runway 10, climbing down to pattern altitude, expecting a touch and go runway 10, Osborne traffic. All right. Funny thing is, let me see if I'm still even connected to VATSIM. Sometimes it just disconnects on me. All right, I'm still connected. Looks like Arish Hat may have made his landing already. GB has made his landing and is patiently waiting. All right, so I'm at 1,700. A little bit of turbulence right here. Let's go ahead and slow this down some more. I'm gonna get this down to about 10 inches. Ooh, that is a little intimidating. All right, we need to get down further. Yeah, okay. So with the mountain stuff, there's most likely a lot of turbulence. All right, so I'm in line. I'm in sync with the runway, even though I can't physically see it. And she's in the way, always in the way with this one. All right, 1,100. Come on, let's get down some more. I really feel like, oh man. All right, I really feel like I need some flaps. Yo, this is actually a little rough. Osborne traffic, 6 Yankee 80 Tango, turning right base and final for runway 10 for a touch and go. Osborne traffic. All right, so here we have the side, and then most likely, I can't get that girl out of my way. I've lost the airport. Yeah, I have lost the airport. This is how great of a pilot I am. I keep losing the airport. Very interesting. All right, there's the airport. Let's try and get back on track. I've overshot the airport. But this one's actually interesting. So it's because of the names. I just removed the names that I was able to recover. That's not good. I should be able to do this without seeing names. But we're streaming, so let's put the names back on. All right, I need to put at least one stage of flaps, even though I was not in the white arc. Womp, womp, womp. Oh my God, this is really, really small. Fuel's all the way up. RPMs are all the way up. Putting down my power. This is all about power management right now. And I am not confident because there is gust and turbulence. And I'm out of practice. All right, come on, power management. Okay, so all the power is off. We've got these trees. Whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, I don't know if that counts. That was a bounce. That was a terrible bounce. So I could try to redeem myself and do it again, but no. we've got places to go. River Shine was patiently waiting. Thank you, River. Oh my goodness. Osborne traffic, 6 Yankee 80 Tango, touch and go complete. Turning left, crosswind 10, continuing northwest, final call. Osborne traffic. All right, I haven't taken a look at a map. All right, we can get our flaps up. All right, let's see if we can trim this out some. Give us some time to set up for our next run. All right, so is the TKPK heading is 331? Is that correct? 43 nautical miles. Good lord. All right. Now it's looking like I should be going this direction. So here's my confusion. Okay, so I'm supposed to be tracking Tree 1. Let me see if that's accurate. Alright, so I'm supposed to be tracking Tree 1. I don't think I know what this means anymore. I thought, or is it this? I don't know. Oh no, I think this is me. This is the line that I should be following. Okay. There we go. I know what I'm doing, guys. I know what I'm doing. All right, let me see here. So let's do a little bit of, actually, let me try not to break the engine with that. Let's put this on 25 inches. All right. And then I think I just have, let's set to neutral. So what I'm trying to see if I can get this line closer, and that's the line that I should be following. So I'm turning to the west just so that I can see if this moves closer to here, which it is. All right, cool. All right, now if we take a look at the map, you're supposed to do all of this before. All right, so there is an airport on this island that we're going to, just not this one, but there is one. All right, sounds good. I'm guessing it's that bigger island. So we'll do that. All right, now, wait, no, let me just, because I'm losing. Let's check out let's try and get things settled. Tree 1, I'm going to set my heading indicator using my hardware to Tree 1. That'll at least give me some more visuals. We're at 2,400 feet. I'm going to pitch the elevator trim just a hinge. And then it wants to go all up. Look at that. It wants to pitch up. It should correct itself. I'm waiting for it to correct itself. It kind of like bobbles, but this one doesn't look like it wants to bobble. So it's pitching down now because the speed is pretty low. Now it's going to pitch down. It's going to go fast. So vertical speed indicator shows that. I'm going to try and stay on course. And I want you to zero out, my friend. But you're not going to, are you? All right. So I'm moving my elevator pitch down some. All right. So I'm playing with the elevator pitch. I see it going up, so I'm moving it down just a little bit. All right. I think we'll just have to deal. I don't think there's a way that this is going to work for us. Well, actually, maybe. Let me see here. Manifold pressure. I've got it at 20. So if I give the engine more power, it's going to give it more thrust, and then it's going to try and climb. So let me see how this pans out. It looks like it's zeroing out. All right, I think I'm okay with that. What just happened? Looks like we have an ad break. We have an ad break happening. Womp 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 womp. All right, I think I'm okay with it. We're burning 16.8 gallons of fuel. Looks like we're not going to have enough. All right, so you want to switch your tank so that you're always balanced. Reserves. I don't know how I'm going to have, or I guess this is my current reserve or what's left. I don't know. But basically it's telling me I'm not going to have enough when I get to my destination. All right, so here's the island. Let me see here. Here's the island. Bradshaw International is the next place that we're going. So let's get ahead. Bradshaw, let's see what's going on with the weather. That is that right? Yeah. All right, cool. I'm glad these places all have METARs of some sort. Wind is coming from the east at 11 knots. We've got a few clouds. Okay, we don't have to worry about anything. Visibility is good. All right, so the runway, they're recommending 07. 07 is magnetic 710. So let's get a taste on this one. So here we have, that is 07. Actually, that's 67. This is 70, and then that's 7071. All right, so we're gonna go on the left-hand side of this island here. We're gonna aim for that. Are there any maps, any visuals? Oh, there are something. Oh, this place is nice. Nice of them to have stuff. Okay, good. Runway is 2,300 feet. Shouldn't be too bad. We're looking for, what runway was it again? 07. Yeah, 07. So all the facilities will be on the right-hand side. All right, let me take a look at Navigraph here, just for kicks and giggles. All right, we should have enough. We should have enough fuel to get to our place, our destination. All right, approaches. So I like the approaches that have an ILS because I can use that to kind of get a good sense as to where the runway is. I use the localizer to figure out where the runway is. GB looks like he has a multi-engine. And he is coming in hot. He's got a TNAV. I don't know what a TNAV is. What's up, buddy boy? So these guys that do formation flying, I am really impressed with them. I have a hard time doing formation flying. Not really good at it. All right, so do we feel confident about where we're going? So this one, the elevation is 163 feet. So pattern altitude for us is going to be 1,100 feet. We're going to keep that in mind. Right now we are at 3,500. What does that mean? That I should be paying attention and leaning my fuel. We're going to try and lean down to 12. I'm comfortable with that. So we're gonna lean down to about 12 gallons an hour. I don't know if this is functional, so I'm not gonna rely on that. But I do seem to be climbing, so let's get down a little bit. So I'm gonna, the elevator trim, I trimmed that up a little bit, and it's gonna do its wacky thing. Look at that guy. So GB, I don't know if you're in the stream or if you're just flying next to me. Oh, gotta keep it on that side. Are you on the Xbox or the PC? I'm always curious. Like, I want these group flights. I'm so glad for 2024 that it is, you know, cross console, cross platform. Good lord. All right, where is this airport? So this airport is on the left-hand side. So we're gonna come in and we're just going to do. We're just gonna come in on a right base. Bradshaw International. Let me see here. Okay, so we have this island. We have this island right here. So then on the next island, that's when we're going to concern ourselves with. We'll start making some calls. Once we get out there. Look at that guy. That guy's a professional. All right, what was the name of the airport? I think it's Bradshaw, and we're coming in on runway 07. All right, for a good old touch and go. All right, let's see if we can start getting ourselves. So I'm gonna pull back on manifold pressure. Let's go down to 15 inches. And one of the hardest things for me with flying an airplane properly is the patience. The patience that it requires. Sometimes I just don't want to have a nice gradual 500. Oh, that is not 500 feet per minute. We are dipping. If we had any passengers, well, besides our co-pilot here, they would not be comfortable. So we are dipping hard. We're starting to pull up a little bit. 1,000 feet per minute. Usually 500 is nice and gradual. All right, we are over the mountainous area, so I'm guessing that there's some turbulence that we're experiencing as well as some gut-wrenching descent. We're still, yeah. So we should have no problem getting to 1,100 feet. All right, so now the question is, how far out is this? Oh, it's got an NDB. NDB 325. Well, it's too late now. Wait, do I even have? I don't think so. Man, this place, this avionics is missing some stuff. I don't see a DME unless I'm using GPS, which I don't want. And I don't know, this is autopilot. Oh, this is the ADF. Oh, whoops. All right, now let's try and get this up to, or hanging out at 11. We're at 1,400 feet, starting to climb again. We're gonna play with our altitude. I'm trying to get it at 500 feet per minute. Just something nice and gradual. All right, so 325. Let's see if we can do that while we're doing this, because it's not bad enough that we've got stuff going on. So 3. Oh. 2, and then 3, 2, 5. How do I switch over? Okay, that's how I switch over. And I believe if this is correct, it'll pick up the frequency over here. Should be ADF. Not picking it up. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't want it anyway. Bradshaw traffic, 6 Yankee 70 Tango, about maybe what 10 nautical miles southwest of the airport. Plan to do a touch and go runway 10, currently at 1,300. Looking for or expecting right base into 10. Bradshaw traffic. That was a lot of words. All right, so it looks like this did not pick up the NDB. So I don't know if it's on. Yeah, I think it's on. I'm assuming that that is the runway. All right, we are under 1,000 feet, so let's put our fuel mixture back up. All right, and we are descending at like 400 feet per minute, not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the manifold pressure down some more. Let's see if we can just get to 500. All right, so let's go ahead and get ourselves lined up. Let me see here. See if I can do this. All right, there we go. All right, so now we are perpendicular. Is that how that goes? Perpendicular to the runway. We just have to have a visual. I'm going to assume, yes, that looks like a runway. I've seen plenty of runways. All right, let me see here. I'm gonna go ahead and play with this pressure. I mean this speed. Was this Bradshaw? Yeah. Bradshaw traffic, 6 Yankee 80 Tango Piper, turning final runway 10 for a touch and go. Bradshaw. So I think the descent for this plane, the miles per hour that you should be looking for is, I think, 80 maybe? 90 or 80. So I'm definitely coming in hot. All right, I'm gonna take all the power out of the engine. We've got runway 07 right in front of us. I do not have any flaps. Now the wind is blowing us to the west a little bit there, so I'm using some of my rudder to course correct. All right, this one seems more controlled. Oh, nope. It was more controlled at the end. All right, now we're bouncing. That's not good. That clapping was not right. Oh man, so I was controlled, but I didn't realize there was a little more height. So I came in and I just started bouncing. So another bad landing. Womp womp womp. Is this Bradshaw? Yep. Bradshaw traffic, pilot, 6 Yankee 8, 0 Tango Piper, touch and go complete, turning left, crosswind 007, continuing to head northwest, final call, Bradshaw. All right, well, we tried. I've got work to do. Let's see about these guys. Oh, GB already did his. Oh man, I forgot to record the flight. Womp, 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 womp. Alright, let's clear that. Alright, TNCE. Is that our final destination? Nope, there's one more before we get to the final. Okay, C. Now, I don't even know where that is. There's another one. Oh boy. Alright, so we're looking for... So according to this little knob here, I'm way further out on my line. So let's find our line. GB, I can only imagine that your touch and go was much better than mine. Even though it says I got 108, I don't know if I like that. All right, let me see here. So everything seems to be okay. RPMs are in a decent number. Manifold pressure. I'm burning 19 gallons right now. Fluff and Puff. That name sounds familiar. I'm going to take a screenshot and take a look at that later. All right, so we're coming up. Nope, we're still pretty far from still pretty far from the line. When we do get to the line, we're supposed to be tracking. No, that's what we're tracking now. 318, is that right? Yeah, that looks like 318. 321. So once we get to the line, we'll then track 321. Let me see if I am doing that right. Yes. I think the only problem is I'm hugging the island instead of going directly there. All right, we are 3,000 feet. Let's go ahead and, or 3,500. Let's go ahead and pull down some of our mixture, reserve some of this fuel. Because I might end up doing a flyover just to assess the runway before making a landing. All right, there's a lot of climbing going on, and as I'm climbing, I'm losing speed. So let me adjust my elevator pitch. Stop your bloody climbing. And why am I climbing? Because I need to make another landing over there anyway. So let's stop climbing. Let's stop climbing. Let's get our manifold pressure down to 25 inches. Let's try and not have our vertical speed at 2,000 feet per minute. Oh no! How embarrassing. I think I must have exceeded the airspeed and I was breaking my plane apart. Oh my gosh, the embarrassment. The absolute embarrassment. All right, so yeah, let's put. All right, so if you're gonna, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. All right, let's get this. Let's get everything down. Fuel can go all the way up, and let's get this thing down. Let's make sure we pay attention to our airspeed indicator. Oh, I've overshot my magenta. Oh no! Yeah, look at it. So here it's creeping to the red. There's a lot of yellow, but it's not really. But that red. No, it wasn't on the red. Why is it? Why did it do that? Is the red 140? All right. Well, this is a false red. All right. So. All right. So that one was weird. All right. Let's try and see what we can do with our next airport. Weather. What? It also has a METAR? This is wild. I have not seen like places like this that have METARs for everything. All right, cool. Wind is still coming from the east, 12 knots. Variable winds and nothing else about clouds. It is limited IFR though, so it looks like there's some cloud activity that we should be concerned about. All right, which runway is available? Both. So 06. So we're going to be coming in from that side. It's coming from the left side. You know what? I don't even know where this... Hold on. I don't even know where this thing is. Okay, good. It looks like clear as day. All right, so 06 magnetic is 6.5. So let's go ahead and change that. I'm going to do that on my my hardware. So we've got 6.5, 1,100 feet again. So let's see if we can get to 1,100 without me mysteriously crashing the plane. What is the name of this airport? This is, we'll just call it Roosevelt 06. Roosevelt traffic, 6 Yankee, 68 Tango. We are pretty close to the island. Planning to do a touch and go using runway 06. Currently at 1,500 feet, south or southeast of the island. Roosevelt traffic. Man, I'm just taking up all of the airspace, all of the airtime. All right. So the airport should be on our right-hand side somewhere. So in reality, I think I would probably do, if I didn't have maps, I would do a flyover, just to make sure I knew where it was. But again, I don't have patience, and this is a virtual simulator. All right, that looks like the airport. Roosevelt traffic. We've entered right base on runway 06. All right, and I'm again too high. Roosevelt traffic, 6 Yankee, 80 Tango, turning final for a touch and go, runway 06, Roosevelt. Oh my gosh, I'm always too high. I don't have any flaps, so I need to really try and finesse this landing here. Gotta play with the power. Whoa. All right, so there's some winds, so it's pushing me. I overflew it, but it's pushing me off to the side there. So I'm using that rudder to try and help get me back on track. I'm at 100 knots. All right. Gotta concentrate. All right, taking off all the throttle. Come on, come on. Okay, that that one was still rough. All right. You know, sometimes I just feel safer in the air. Rivershine, that is a great full stop landing there. Where are you flying? Oh no, I think he crashed. Oh no. Mirror shine. No. Roosevelt traffic 6 Yankee 80 Tango, touch and go complete, turning left crosswind, continuing to head north. Final call, Roosevelt. All right, we're headed to our final destination. The moment of truth is, can we land in this hellhole? No. All right, NCS, is that correct? All right, NCS runway. All right, cool. So we know that our Magneto, our Magenta, I believe is on the side of this island. All right, do I have enough fuel? Yes. I don't believe this thing at all anymore. I have plenty of fuel. GB is still behind us. Let's go ahead and do a flyby. Whoa, actually, you know what? Whoa, no. I don't understand the airspeed crashing, so we're just gonna not. All right, the Magenta's coming up. Okay, so we've been hand flying it this whole time. My shoulders are getting a little, you know, something. All right, tree 10. So let's change our heading bug to tree 10. That'll be nice. Actually, it'll be nice once I get in line. All right. Now let's get in line. Let's get all lined up. All right, there we go. All right, now let's get prepped. The weather is 12 knots, still not good. 12 knot winds coming from the east, not telling us anything about the clouds, but it is telling us that it is limited IFR. All right, cool. Runway, both are looking good. We are coming in from, I want to say tree 0. They're saying 1-2. I don't know. 1-2's on the opposite side. Oh, it's over there. I thought it was somewhere else. Oh, okay. Yeah, why would we do that? Why would they recommend 1-2? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they would recommend it. All right, let's go with the recommendation. 1-2. 1-2, 1-2. And the magnetic is 127. Let's change our course to 127, 12. There goes 12. And I'm going to change it to 127. All right. All right, so we're going to do a left pattern. This gives us an opportunity to assess, I think. The elevation, so 1100 again. We're going to try and not do so much climbing. So let me do the elevator pitch. So we're at 1400 feet right now. Let's try and do that, because I keep steeping, I keep diving in. All right, anything else? This does not have a tower. All right, cool. All right, here it is. All or nothing. It's Saba or bust. And you guys have already seen how bad my other 3 touch and goes were. So I gotta get So because it's a short runway, I gotta hit it immediately, and then I have to use my brakes and stop. So, you know what? I have to. Okay, all right. I gotta like get it together. So let's see if we can do some mental prepping. They weren't they weren't that bad. All right. Thanks, comic. Again, appreciate the vote of confidence there. So there goes our destination. What I'm gonna have to make sure that I'm doing is that I come in at like 80 knots maybe. So let's try and get down to. No. All right, hold on, because I don't know when this plane is gonna crash, or maybe it doesn't like steep. I don't know what it is. All right, we're gonna do the manifold pressure at 15 inches. I'm gonna hand control it to give me like 1,000 feet per minute. And I'm gonna align myself with the course indicator so that I'm perpendicular to the runway. All right, let's try and stay at 1,000 feet. All right, I can see stuff. What's this airport name? Oh, Wancho. All right, we're gonna go with Wancho. Sorry, I apologize. Wancho traffic. 6 Yankee 80 Tango Piper. Established on left downwind for runway 12, full stop. Wancho traffic. Why can't I say Why can't I say Wancho? Oh my gosh, maybe it's not Wancho. I feel like I'm just being totally racist or misunderstood here. All right, now we're definitely going to have to make sure that I have all of my flaps. So I should get myself in the white arc. So you can see here that I'm going to pitch up my nose just a bit there to try and slow things down. I'm going to try and get myself in the white arc. All right. Stage 1 flaps. Stage 2 flaps. We're going to try and get back down. All right, this is going to be slow flying at best. Nick seems to be handling his own. Wancho traffic, 6 Yankee 80 Tango turning left base, runway 12, Wancho. Wancho doesn't sound right at all. Looks like I am butchering this name. All right, what is River Shine doing? River, let's see if you can land this bad boy. GB. All right, so I'm doing good on the 80. I didn't even realize it. I'm very glad. We're gonna do another. Yep, we got another stage of flaps. We are gonna use all the flaps we can. Let's put our landing lights on. All right, let's try and manage this power. Wancho traffic, 6 Yankee 80 Tango turning final, runway 12, full stop. Wancho. All right, we're looking okay so far. We look like we're in control. And then watch it all go to hell in a handbasket in a minute. I've got eyes on the runway. I don't think I'm lined up properly, but you know, we'll fix that. We do have winds coming in from the east. All right, I'm getting a little too fast. Let's try and manage this 80 knots. And not hit these rocks. And there's turbulence. Nice. I do not have reverse, and I never really can get these reverse thrusts to be properly mapped anyway. All right, here we go. I still think I'm too high. Whoa. Okay, coming in hot. All right. Brakes. Brakes, 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 brakes. I don't know if my brakes work. And hey, what happened? All right, I'm gonna take a picture of this. What? 851. I came in hard. It didn't. Oh, that was the second one. Okay. All right. So let me see if you guys. Are you in a helicopter? It's a Cody. Is a Cody a helicopter? I don't know. I want to see if these guys. I want to see if these guys are going to land. Oh, you are coming in fast, my friend. But do you have reversers on your thing? Or are those good brakes? Or maybe you're just a good pilot. Who knows? But it looks like you're making it. Good job. GB for the win. GB's flying a TNAV. I don't know what that is. Hold on. We're gonna take a quick look. Twin. Oh. That looks like a neat little trainer. Okay, all right. Well, he definitely doesn't have reverse thrusters, so he's just good. All right, let's try and get this plane up in the air. And let's try this again. All right, we're gonna try this again, fellas. Flaps up. River Shine. All right, so I've already damaged my something or another, so I wonder if that'll affect me. And I believe Nick must be in a helicopter because he's going super slow. And Rivershine is now turned into a boat. All right, so let's try and practice some power management here. We're at 90 knots. Let's learn how to slow fly this thing. All right, 90 knots. All right, let's go ahead and put down some more flaps. Put down another stage of flaps. All right, we're at 70 knots. Let's see if 70 knots is something that we should be considering coming in as, if we can manage it. I almost feel like it's at a stall state right now. But 70 seems okay. It's a little rough. All right, 60. We're just under 70. Full flaps. Just under 70 knots. All right, so we're descending. All right, so we have to find yeah, there's definitely a right balance here because I'm looking at my vertical speed indicator and I am at 60. I am just not doing nothing but descending. So let's try and get this speed up a little bit here. All right, so we're at 80. All right, now let's see if this is the right touch. So the trick is to try and flare out. That was hard. That was hard. Like that one, I came in. That one, what was the landing on that one? Like 904, 940. That one felt like a hard landing. I don't even know, I don't think my plane can, you know what? No, wasn't me. I think because of my malfunctioning struts or whatever that I already broke. All right, let's see if I got the thing. Let's see if it cares how I got it. So here is a dangerous approach. Oh, let me log in. I have not logged in. I've logged into my other computer. All right, so I got to open up my password manager. It says cap locks are on. You can't see my password manager. Haha. But you can see the length of my password. That's it. Yes, I do want to save. All right, flight achievements. And show the completed and dangerous. All right, so we got the Saba. Yay, we accomplished it. The landing was absolute garbage. 940 for the FPM. I think the only reason why I stopped is because things are broken. Probably have flattened tires. So I don't think I stopped on my own accord. All right, but I do like that that the dirt is there. That's pretty cool. I can't move. I can't move the aircraft. This is it on full throttle. No, wait, hold on. No, don't tell me that my parking brake is on. No, parking brake is not on. Okay, good. Whew, parking brake is not on, but I can't move this plane. All right, let's put the flaps up. Let's clean this up as best we can. Let me go ahead and let's go ahead and wheel this thing off. Whoa. I don't think I have it all worked out. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and shut this thing off. It's dangerous. We've got a lot of work to do. Oh wait, I forgot to shut off the battery and all that other good stuff. All right, now let's get out of here. All right, so we're gonna have to fix this. I don't know how you can do it. GB, what's up, buddy boy? How you doing, man? Thanks for flying with me. If I can give you a high five, I certainly would. I'm just gonna go ahead and give you a screenshot. High five. All right. Can you stay right there so that I can, there we go. Screenshot like that. Boom! We did it! Wait, and then there's another guy. Gigic. All right. Okay, guys. This has been quite the thing. This is the end of the stream. This is the end of the stream for me. I've made some accomplishments. Hopefully you've made some accomplishments. We've all making accomplishment together. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything else. All right, so I'm Tabletop Android, your friendly neighborhood aviation enthusiast. Let me see here. Let me go ahead and do this one right here. So I stream every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. I'm doing pilot missions, economy missions, and then every other Monday I'm doing Cloud Chaser flights as well. I am the founder of Odyssey Aviation. If you want to check that out, up to you. I provide adventure packs, which include custom scenery, a curated flight plan, and it's all about learning, and it's all about GA. I am all about GA, and everything I do from here on out will always be about GA, because we need to give GA some love. All right, that's all the preaching I've got. There doesn't seem to be enough people to do like a proper raid, which is fine, but thank you guys for hanging out. Andrew, I appreciate you being here, sir. And I thank you guys for flying with me. I'm gonna try and hit you guys up on Xbox Live and see if we can chat that way. But thanks for flying with me. Madman, Matt, you know what? Matt, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here, my friend. You guys have yourself a good night. Oh, wait, what did I do? You're not supposed to see my face? All right. You have a good night, man. I'll see you on the interwebs. Later.